let's see what happens. I'll let you. All right, it looks like it's about to go.
All right.
Sweet. Let's get the screen. We are live. Welcome, guys. Give me 1 sec here. I think I got my screen up. Let me see if I can make myself a little bigger. It won't let you do two at the same time. Oh well, we'll just keep you on a big screen. All right, let me do this so I can see my questions, and should go pretty good. So today, guys, I'm going to be talking about, we got Dylan on here, and he is a previous car salesman. He's done Ryan Stewman's Break Free Academy. Basically, if you don't know who Ryan Stewman is already, he does like sales training, stuff like that. So basically, I'm here to ask Dylan some questions about like previous car sales and kind of extract as much knowledge as I can from him. And then I'm also down to open and answer some of you guys' Facebook ad questions. Hopefully, just like this will just be 15-20 minutes of just like fire as much value as I can get out of you, Dylan, and then also just answering some Facebook ad questions. Anything that you have as well, you can always throw at me. So basically, first thing with car sales, and you did like what was the biggest challenge you had like when you first started out with car sales, and how long did you do it for?
All right. So I did car sales for a little under a year, just about 1 year. My biggest challenge, I thought it was going to be getting hired, but that was actually really easy. The biggest challenge is just getting comfortable with taking lead of your customers, because that's the most important thing, is being in control of your sales process and making sure you're walking your customer through step 1 to 2 to 3 to step 4. Whereas when I first got on the lot, I would kind of be like, hey, what's up? What are you looking for? And I wouldn't really know.
Yeah.
I would let the customer lead me.
Awesome. So, like with that, the reason I'm asking you these questions right now, and for you guys watching, because sales, no matter what industry you're in, social media marketing, whatever it may be, if you're running webinars to try to sell people, it's all the same thing. Like this is why I feel like I'm really thankful to have a car salesman on here right now, because I can. Like myself, I honestly don't know that much about sales. I just know about like what I've experienced myself from talking to business owners. But I'm really glad to like get this outside knowledge on here, and I hope you guys can see the value in it too. So like, have you ever done? Did they have you do any sales training? Because I've done Jordan Belfort's Straight Line, but did you do anything like that?
I did do something kind of like that. How was the Straight Line, by the way? I was interested in that.
It was pretty solid, yeah. It was pretty solid. I think it's a slightly outdated, but not a huge amount, just because he's a little. I think at times he's a little over pushy, but if you don't get the tone exactly perfect, it's gonna definitely be like definitely super pushy. But if you have the tone like just as good as he does, it'll be okay. It's all about the tone. If you can't get the tone right with the things that he says, it's not gonna work out. You're gonna sound too like desperate and pushy. But if you do it perfectly, it's gonna be really effective.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, I did a small little like 1 week training. They kind of outlined a sales process, and they kind of drilled home just getting comfortable with like introducing yourself. And one of the biggest things you'll see in like books like The Psychology of Selling is that you don't want to be working off the top of your head. You want as much things possible rehearsed that you can. So like every time I would leave the manager's desk and I would show my customers their first number, I would say the same exact thing. I would present it in the exact same way with the same enthusiasm. That way I can always improve on that same word track.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Like no matter what you're in, you just need to come up with like a strategy that you follow, because if you're just doing random stuff every time, you can't keep track of it. So if you're in social media marketing or trying to sell Facebook ads to businesses, a super huge thing is like you can try out everything at the beginning, but really like once you find out something that seems like it works pretty good, you need to narrow that down, or even take somebody that's already done it and kind of like follow the steps that they do, and like make your thing a process so that you can figure out where the errors are and where the issues are at. Because if you don't have a process, you're never going to know like what problems you're having. It could be at any step in your sales pitch, really, because you don't have that like testing, that ability to test, because you have a structured outline. Like as far as Ryan Stewman's like Break Free Academy, what was some of the main benefits you got out of that?
The main benefits I got out of that is that he actually will show you. He'll go through. He'll build out funnels for various things. He had one car sales funnel. He has a real estate funnel. He has funnels for loan officers to get new real estate agents. And he really walks you through in-depth targeting, which I thought was cool because that's something. It's kind of like a gray area until you really ran your first Facebook ads. It's kind of like intimidating. And he also, twice a month, will go through and he'll dissect a member of the mastermind's funnel on a live stream. And they basically pick it apart, say what's good, what's bad, and what they would do different. And that's always real cool.
Yeah, that's legit. As far as like the car sales ad, did he run it as like a car dealership or did it a specific car salesman?
So it's actually pretty interesting. What he did was he's in Texas, so it was Glendale Car Guys was the name of the community page, and he always does community pages, not business pages, because no one can leave a review, and you don't want people to just give you 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
So that's why community pages. But he put out ads to buy junk cars, to buy older cars, and once you bring someone into the dealership, there's always a reason they're selling their car. So you kind of work them that way. You try to put them into a newer car, get them into a better situation.
That's interesting.
Some people. That's a pretty good trick. And then there's also you can just do the basic I'm sure you see Facebook ads all the time for a video of a flashy car and then advertise some lease price and. You can always do that.
Yeah, I have an ad running right now. I just made a Facebook advertising for car dealerships video just yesterday or the other day. But I'm definitely gonna try out that kind of advertisement, targeting people that are trying to actually sell their car, because I think that might be pretty effective, or a trade-in or something like that.
It is. It is. You just gotta make sure the dealership's okay with it, because I know. My manager, I told them that idea, and they're like, "Oh, that's just a hassle." Some people are just old school, and they don't like buying people's cars. But
yeah, well, luckily mine, the one that I'm working with, is a used car dealership, so that's kind of their thing.
Oh, okay. So that is their thing.
They're not gonna take they're not gonna take it unless it's in pretty good quality. The miles doesn't necessarily matter, but the quality has to be good. As long as there's quality to the car, then they'll take it usually.
Yeah. One more thing I forgot to. When you were talking about the sales processes, I think the coolest thing about that for a social media marketer is that once you hire a salesman, if you already have your sales process in place, you can just give it to them. And you say, hey, here, do this. And you do it every time with every customer. And that should hopefully reduce their anxiety a little bit and help the training process along.
Yeah. Awesome. That sounds pretty sweet. As far as what's your next step? As far as right now, I know you were talking about earlier with me that you were kind of going into you were doing some schooling right now. You did your car sales for a little bit, then you got out of it because you wanted to focus more time on yourself and your learning. So what's your next step and what's your next goal to be at?
So I'm graduating, I think, in December with my associate's degree. And right now, I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be trying to save up a little bit of money and go after Amazon. I've played around with it a little bit. I did some retail arbitrage once, some online arbitrage, and now I want to save up and go into the private label game because it's just more sustainable and scalable. And,
okay, solid.
I'm going to be doing a little bit of sales for Brandon's marketing agency.
Awesome, that's legit. Honestly, once he gets the sales process down, it's gonna be killer, because I think, honestly, from my experience, I think that social media marketing, if you already had somebody that has experience with sales, unlike myself, I feel like it is literally the easiest product to sell ever, especially if you're just doing Facebook ads. Easiest product to sell ever out of anything. I feel like if I was good at sales as some of these other people are, someone experienced on board, definitely make a huge difference. What was I gonna ask? Oh, let me check this question real quick. Would making a video of the car be effective? Is it flashy type of video, even if it's a hassle? Making a video of the car. So basically, what he's asking is, would making a video of a car for a Facebook ad, like a flashy video, be worth it for an ad? So as far as that, I'm not really. What are your thoughts on it, real quickly?
So my thoughts are if you want to approach Facebook from a car salesman's perspective, you can't. It's not going to be just logging on your computer, uploading some pictures, running an ad, and making money. You're going to have to create a page, and you're actually going to have to like post on it daily and get some sort of attraction to that group, whether it's a group or a page. You could do like, I know there's a group called South Florida Sales. There's sales for everything. Get sold every day. So if you can create one of your own groups like that, then there's a place for you to post a video of a car. But to try and like post a video of a car and then boost it, I don't really think that would be too effective.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. I know that you're talking about pages, like creating a different page. Like as far as the salesperson, they'd have to make a different page from the dealership. But even if you ran a flashy like car video for a dealership, it might be worth it. But I would think that if anything, if it was like for a normal dealership, they might have some like flashy videos already of like the whole like overall that's made. Like for example, if it's Ford, they probably have some flashy videos already made. So there's no reason for you to go ahead and make one. I wouldn't think. But as far as like a normal car dealership, I'm not really 100% sure how to go about advertising like a brand new car.
Well, I had this idea that I never got to implement, but I was writing an ebook, or I was having someone write an ebook that was basically teaching people the myths about and the do's and don'ts of car sales, and then I was going to link that to obviously my phone number, and then also a card tap, which I don't know. Are you familiar with card tap?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so it's basically like an online or a business card in your phone, but it comes in the form of an app. So it would be my business card, but would also be like a drop down. Actually, I have one. I'll show you. It's like this super cool company that will build you your own app. This is the Break Free Academy one.
Okay. Yeah, solid.
But, yeah. So it's got. Oh wow! It's telling me to reinstall it. But basically, it would link to different videos, and I would pretty much be trying to build the connection with the customer before they even see my face, and kind of establish that rapport with them.
Okay, that's super cool. Yeah, I know there's this new app that I found. It's called like Sales Message or something. You could do the same thing. Like you could actually text with the customer when you get if you get phone leads for something, you can text the customer and they can like respond back to it. So that's like something.
Too. Yeah, and you can see like right here, if I click the free book button, Ryan Stewman's going to get a notification saying that I'm downloading his book. So then, if I were to get a notification saying someone's watching the video, how to get the most for your trade-in, I could go message them like, hey, special $500 over book value for your trade-in, and then try to bring them in.
Yeah, that's solid. So as far as like making a video for a normal one single car, I don't think that would be super effective. The only thing I could see it effective as is like trying to get traffic to their website. Like that can be an effective way to do it, and like just try to get people to like driven to their website, just like look at the car, different models, different colors, and stuff like that, and then you can retarget them with other offers. But to actually get people in the store or like get leads, you probably wouldn't be able to get very many leads from just like a video of a car. But you could get traffic from it. But as far as leads, you might do something like five most important things, like just a short little PDF, 5 most important things to look for when getting your getting a car over $10,000, or getting your first car for your family, or buying your first car, just stuff like that. Just like simple PDFs that people would want to have, like if you're a first-time car buyer. Enough so that they're willing to like put in their information. Like you can just probably what's best is get a phone number, and maybe you can have it like automatically texted over to salespeople, have them call them up or text them and be like, hey, I saw that you got this PDF guide. I was wondering if I can help you out with it. Not trying to sell them or anything, and just like walk them through it. And then at the end, they can like ask them questions that might help lead to a sale or get them through the door. So I hope that answers your question. You're really good, Joe. Matt also asked, Billy, how many clients do you have right now? So currently I have 3 paying clients right now, but I also have like 6 clients on a free trial right now. So most of those free trials start next Monday and Tuesday, but we're running one right now as well. So there's an update on that.
How long do you do your free trials for?
1 week.
1 week. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make it like really short period of time.
Do you typically get results in 1 week?
Honestly, I have not tried this before, but like the one I'm doing right now, I might extend it. Like I might extend it out, because if it's a niche that I don't have somebody, that has already done an ad that similar to what I'm gonna do that's worked, I will let them know beforehand that it might not work, because like we have to test things out, and it might last longer.
I'm thinking like to pull something off and that's pretty impressive. Something to work or to try.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing.
Yeah, see how it works.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if it doesn't work out, I mean, next plan is and I've had some pretty good experience doing this multiple times. If you're first, second time, it might be pretty difficult to get it right. But as you like start to figure out what works and what doesn't, it's a lot more effective. Saul or Saul, Country Billy made a couple milli. Okay, where y'all from? I'm from Kansas City, Saul. I don't know if it's Saul or Saul, but I'm from Kansas City. Dylan, you said, where are you from?
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay, solid. I was there. Dude, it sucks because I was there last spring break for Ultra down in Miami and in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, yeah?
So I could have saw you guys, but unfortunately I didn't know you yet.
That's my favorite time of the year.
All right, awesome. Well, let me get some last bit of knowledge out of you. What do you think was like the biggest mistake you made in car sales, that you could have or something you wish you knew when you first got into sales that would have helped you a lot?
Something I wish I knew, the importance of habits. Like, it's really important for you to make sure that if you're a car salesman, say, for example, you go in and you call 10 people as soon as you sit down at your desk. You make sure you're making your phone calls right away, because it's easy to stop. And once you kind of stop moving and stop making progress and being productive, to get your motor going again and to motivate yourself to pick up that phone and dial more people and probably leave more messages, it sucks.
Yeah, so I totally agree with you. That's the number one mistake out of anything I see people making. It's always that they make the mistake of just not like doing stuff, maybe making like 5 cold calls in a day, but that's then they just stop the next day. Like literally it's gonna take if you want to actually get results, it's gonna take a lot. Like last week to get these 5 free trials, I literally oh my god, it's crazy. I went into 2 businesses every day of the week, so 10 total. That got me 5 free trials, and I literally baked cookies like the day before. I baked cookies the day before for every single one, and then I walked in with some freaking baked cookies, and like literally like most of my day was spent like preparing for these businesses. I made a funnel and a mock Facebook ad for every single one, and of course like before that even I had to like prospect who are the top businesses that are going to be the best potential for my services. Because it's not just about you don't just pick the best as far as like doing Facebook ads for businesses. You don't want to pick like just the worst business, like the business that's using their Facebook or not, or like has the like worst website because you think you can improve it, or they have the worst Facebook and you think you can help them improve it. No, it doesn't work like that, because you want to go with the people that already have maybe a good Facebook, but that may even be running Facebook ads already, because then they already see the value in it. You don't have to sell them on the value of Facebook and social media. You just have to sell them on, hey, I can help you do your Facebook ads even better than you're already doing, and because this is what I do every day, and then they're going to be a lot more open to your things. But I really appreciate the time, Dylan. I want to close it out because we're almost at 20 minutes, but I hope this video helped you guys. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Dylan, where can they best find you at?
If you have questions for me, Instagram or Facebook, my handle is WikiHow with an E and an underscore.
Okay.
So that's WIKHOWE underscore.
All right. Awesome. Thank you for taking the time to do this, Dylan. Super helpful for these guys as well. And hope you all have a great day. Hope you have a great day, Dylan. Thank you.